Welcome to Hank's Place. In Matthew 22:39, we find a record of Jesus' words that we are to love our neighbor as ourself. Oh boy, what if we suffer from self-rejection? What if we hate who we are? And where does the strength come to love one's neighbor despite what they may have done to us? If we go to church, I'm sure you've been told to love your neighbor as yourself since Jesus said it right there in Matthew. But be careful. Remember, I've told you before to take a look at who is speaking and who the audience is before you just go ahead and assume the words of the gospel are for you to obey. And why? Because the new covenant didn't come in until after Calvary. Most of the gospel accounts record the time prior to Calvary, where Jesus spoke the law to the legalists, but grace to the humble. In this case, we find the Pharisees have banded together and sent one of their own, a lawyer, to question Jesus in an effort to trap him. If we read it and think it's for us, we might believe we have to come up with the inner strength to love others. If we are even partially successful, it's likely going to feed our pride, but more likely it'll minister condemnation because that's what the law does. For we realize that we cannot love that sinner. And if you've been badly hurt by someone, being told that you have to love the one who hurt you is, well, it's next to impossible. You might try to forgive them, but really you find out it's just too hard. Well, thanks be to Jesus, for he has ushered in a better way, the new covenant way. At first, it might sound even more impossible. John 13:34, it reads, I'm giving you a new commandment that you love one another just as I have loved you, that you love one another. And again, Jesus repeats this in John 15:12, saying, this is my commandment, that you love one another just as I have loved you. Yikes, Jesus loved us to the uttermost, the guttermost, as preachers may say. He surrendered his innocent life to rescue us. So what can we do now? Well, how about admitting that we can't love according to the new commandment? And then we ask Jesus, and this is so wonderful, to help us to love others as he did. We ask Jesus to heal the hurts of our own heart and that we might know the Father's love for us. Dear friend, as we receive the Father's love, we will be healed, made whole, and empowered to love others, even those who have wronged us. So today, receive his love and then share it with others so that they may come alive.